Look at me, but don't look at me. Hey everyone, hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shelly, and today I'm going to be talking through my favorite maximalist dresses. Oh my goodness, do I love a maximalist dress, whether it be the print or an element on it that is quite maximal, kind of like this collar, or the cut and silhouette is somehow maximalist. So I'm going to go through my favorite maximalist pieces and tell you why I love them so much. I'm doing this partly as an exercise to continue to fuel contentment or to foster contentment of my own belongings in my life, which is an underlying theme of my channel. And partly because I just get so excited about clothing. So if you're new to my channel, then hi, welcome. My channel, Shelly Swearingen, is mostly a book channel, but recently I've been deciding to expand it into other arenas that I love. It definitely has a sense of contentment and nurturing the relationship between myself and the items that I already own. And so this is really emblematic of that concept. I'm showing you the things that I already own and telling you why I love them so much. So if you are new and you like the vibe, I would encourage you to subscribe, like the video, stick around, and without any further rambling on, let's go ahead and get into the meat of this video. This first dress I bought secondhand. I'm a huge fan of secondhand shopping, whether it be at my local thrift stores here in town where I live, or whether it be online. And one of my two favorite online vendors are Poshmark and thredUP. This piece in particular I bought on thredUP. It is a Bathsheba house dress. It is made of cotton, and the maximalist details that drew me in were this dramatic collar. I mean, it is, you can zip it all the way up, and it has this really dramatic collar that I absolutely love. I love it so much. There are matching pockets in front, and they're actual pockets, and they're so cute. I love the flower prints, the fact that it is both bright and subdued. Can I say that it's subdued? I mean, it's a statement when you wear this dress, or at least it's a statement when I wear this dress. I love that the sleeves are cut because it's a house dress. They're cut to actually be worn rolled up. And so, not rolled up, but like pushed up. So that opening on these sleeves are large enough to be worn at the like above the elbow. So like if you need to do dishes, or if you are a person who does at home dyeing, like you dye things, or you're canning vegetables or something, like you can push the sleeves up, and so you can get, you know, your hands wet or mucky and icky and wash them off and not have to jeopardize the dress in any way. I do love that it's 100% cotton. My wardrobe is mostly made up of 3 fabrics, mostly like 80 to 85%. And my three fabrics that I always look for are linen, cotton, and silk. Partly because of where I live, I don't need super warm fabrics like wool very often, because I live in a very tepid climate, and so I don't seek out wool all that often. And so my favorites are cotton, silk, and linen. And so the fact that it's a 100% cotton dress is just is like the icing on the cake. This dress has a dramatic silhouette and a dramatic print. It has this incredible scribble print, and it looks like scribbles that my husband would have done in high school. I love this dress so much. I bought this secondhand, so it's a shrimps dress. I saw this print probably a decade ago and fell in love. I thought it was the most incredible print. And Shrimps is a high-end designer brand, and I knew at the time that I would never be able to afford a dress like this at this price range, brand new. Now, years later, I found this dress on Poshmark for a fraction of the price. And I wanted it to be mine, and indeed I like bid on it, and it is, and I love it so much. The only thing, my only critique is that it has some pulling here on the sleeves, like it's starting to pull on the sleeves a little bit. And if I was a sewing bee over here, if I was like someone who was learning how to sew, I would probably actually just take the sleeves off of this dress and wear it as like a sleeveless dress, but I don't have the skills for that. So Lena Norms, I'm looking at you. She's been doing a whole video series about fashion, and not fashion, but like making your own clothes and adjusting, like being able to tailor your clothes for the body that you have now, which I have been loving. And she's been inspiring me to sew, but not so much so, not so much so that I've actually like tiptoed into that realm, but I've thought about it. And I keep on thinking about this dress and how it would be actually, I think, a bit more wearable for me if I was able to take the sleeves off. But I do love it. The silhouette is like obnoxious and oversized and like fitted in some areas like the sleeves, but in like the waist and the hips area, it's like totally flowy and like drapey. And it's in 100% silk, and I just love it. I love this dress so much. This is probably my most minimalist of these maximalist dresses, but I had to share. I have been a lover of navy dresses my entire life, and it wasn't until at least the third decade of my life did I realize that I overbought in this area. I had a lot of navy dresses, and typically they were a true navy that was a conservative cut, and that was cinched at the waist, you know, my natural waist. And I had owned so many of these dresses. And so over the last several years, I've learned to like check myself before I add another navy dress to my collection. However, a few years ago, oh no, maybe it wasn't even a few years ago. Maybe it was like a year ago. I saw this dress on ThredUp, so the secondhand consignment online retailer, and I thought it was gorgeous. I love the textiled type details in the fabric, the stitching, the white stitching on the navy fabric. I love that it has these slits on the sides. So it is a very conservative cut, but there is like this nod to sexuality or sensuality on the sides because there's like kind of a dramatic slit on the side of the dress. However, if I'm just standing and chatting, you don't really see it. And so it's not really until I sit down do you realize that there's like maybe a little bit of leg showing, which is nice. It's, you know, it is what it is. It makes me feel kind of like it's a cross between like a date night dress and a dress that I would wear to something a little bit more conservative. And I just love it. I think it's so pretty. Oh, and the final thing is that it is a cotton silk blend. Cotton silk or linen silk? I'll put the details down below. And it's from a retailer called C New York, and their thing, from what I know of, it's like a mid-tiered price, a mid-price brand. I don't know. It's like kind of in the same level with like Free People or Reformation. What I like about it is that they tend to lean towards more natural fabrics, so they don't have anything in like polyester or polyamide or any kind of synthetic material. C New York, the brand, doesn't. And what I love is that there is kind of a elevation to basics. So they'll have like these gorgeous white dresses, but they have this like really intricate stitching to them, kind of like this dress here. It's like a pretty basic navy dress, but what makes it pop is that it has this beautiful stitching to it, or there's a dramatic ruffle, or there's like a little something to the collar, to the sleeves of the shirt or dress that they're selling. And it's made me really admire the brand from a distance, even though this is the only dress that I own from them. I think I'm just going to say it for all the dresses. I really love these dresses. So this is my second to last dress I'm going to show you. This is an Ulla Johnson dress. Ulla Johnson is a top designer up there. She has gorgeous cotton dresses, like gorgeous cotton dresses with a beautiful ruffle and sometimes like beautiful prints. Like the prints on them are just stunning. They're never really overdone or garish. They are like, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. And so I had seen this dress on thredUP and I had lusted after it for like a year. It was on thredUP forever. Like I had looked at it online on the pictures and I put it on my wish list and I just wanted it so bad, but it was quite expensive. When the price got to a place where I thought was affordable for me, I ended up snagging it and I just love it. I've worn it to baptisms and I think I brought it to Las Vegas. I can't really remember. I have special memories attached to it and it just is so pretty. It's very feminine. It's fitted in the bodice, but it has this like really full and dramatic skirt that's ruffled on the end. There's sleeves, but you kind of show like a bit of chest area. This dress makes me feel very classy when I wear it, because in a lot of ways it's loose and flowy and comfortable where I need it to be, and it's fitted and feminine where I like it to be. So it's just the best. It's also like 100% cotton and it's just been really easy to take care of and it lends itself to so many wonderful occasions and it just makes me feel really pretty every time I wear it. All right, this is my last dress that I'm going to talk about and it's a beauty. It's a beautiful dress. Now, it is not without its flaws, and we'll get into that in a minute. I bought this at a true secondhand store. I bought it at Goodwill, and I was just in love with the drape and the colors. Like this is, I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. I'm like, weird arm motions, insert here. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful dress. It's gorgeous. And I love that it's like purple and orange and pink, and I feel like it's a statement. When I wear it, I feel like I'm making a statement, y'all. And so what I love the drape, and I love that there's like a flow to it, but it's not too oversized. It's great. I love this dress. Here's the deal. I bought it. It's by, I think Maeve by Anthropologie. It's originally an Anthropologie dress. And the thing is that it's made out of, what is it, tinsel? Let me see. This dress is 100% viscose. And viscose is a natural fiber, which means that it will breathe, but there is no stretch to it. And so the fabric will tear kind of easily. Not, like I've never actually torn it, but some of the seams have come undone that I'll have to stitch up myself, hand stitch up myself, which I can do. And there is a sense that if you wear it quite a bit and there is a lot of wear on the dress, it will start to fade and peel, like it'll pill in a way that's not the most flattering for the dress. Like sometimes there is that pilling that you can use a little machine to get the pilling off, and it's really kind of easy to take care of. This is the kind that when it starts to wear, it'll get like little fluffy bits on them, and then those will start to pill, and it won't be in the most flattering or pretty way, and it won't be very easy to take care of because of the contents of the fabric. And so I love this dress, but I do know the downside to viscose, even though there is like a silk-like flowy quality to it. But I was totally willing to take that risk, and I have worn it on many of occasion. When I filled out my job application for my current job, I wore this dress and it made a statement. Like I was like, I am here. I want to teach here. Look at me, without looking at me too much. And I like the juxtaposition of this really bright look at me kind of fabric, while also being truly covered from neck to calf. And so I like that. So it's like, look at me, but don't look at me. And so I really, really love that. And I love that there is like a movement to this dress unto itself. You walk and it has this like bounce and flow to it. And again, it kind of has that nod to like, look at me, but don't look at me. So So yeah, anyhow, I'm gonna go. I thank you so much for letting me just gush about some of my favorite pieces. It's helped me really fall back in love with some of the items in my own closet that I love so much, y'all. And yeah, let me know if you found this video helpful or enjoyable in any way. That would be really helpful to me. Let me know your favorite secondhand maximalist pieces if you have any. And yeah, that's it for me. So I'll see you all in a minute.